order the Sustainability Advisory Board, Monday, November 6th. Can we have the roll call, please?
Yes. Margie Davy. Lisa Marone.
Here.
Ken Osmond.
Here.
Megan LaFond.
Here.
Vic Oliver.
Here.
Brad Spanbauer.
Here.
Lakeisha Hayes.
Present.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 present.
Moving on to public comment. If we have anyone who wants to talk, please come forward to the podium. And state your name and address for us.
I'm not an Oshkosh resident.
We just, for the record, you can just state your name and address. Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Jessica Nemchek, 903 West Elsie Street, Appleton, Wisconsin. So regarding the resolution to join WLGCC, that's an awesome step in the right direction. I'm really pumped, and I hope to see it pass. To date, over a dozen local governments in Wisconsin have made clean energy commitments, such as Green Bay, Appleton, De Pere, Brown County, and many more. A 100% clean energy commitment makes Oshkosh more competitive when applying for grants, tax credits, and other resources. A commitment can lead to job creation, and currently in the state, there's 76,000 people employed in clean energy jobs, and a commitment to 100% clean energy could bring an additional 161,000 jobs. The sooner we can make this commitment in Oshkosh, the sooner we can see a return on that investment in the form of those family-sustaining jobs. Communities in Wisconsin that have had the most success in reaching their climate goals have had a dedicated sustainability staff. Sustainability staff can be a quick return on investment because they can find savings in energy efficiency, energy independence, climate resilience, and save taxpayer money that way. They can also coordinate climate goals, planning and implementation between city departments, write grants, seek funding. They can engage community stakeholders such as fence-side communities, neighborhood associations, as well as local businesses, and they can also educate and incentivize the public to adopt clean energy. More information can be found at wlgcc.org. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any other public comment? Seeing none, moving on to approve the minutes from October 2nd, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Was that Vic or Megan?
Megan.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, the 2024 SAB calendar and meeting dates discussion. I have a note here. Thursday would work best for January, is it? February? Okay, so here's the calendar.
Yeah, if you look at this is just a quick mock-up. So I highlighted our city holidays and then circled the SAB meetings. So there's only like January 1st, there's a conflict, and then September 2nd. I think these are the same two dates that conflicted this year. So you guys opted for the following Thursdays of those months. Again, if there's nothing to talk about on any month, we could always skip that meeting, but we could pre-plan and reserve the room for the Thursdays at 6 p.m., assuming they're available. I would have to check, but we could, preemptively plan for that if that works for you guys.
I don't have a problem with
It
that.
works.
Thursday works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, we'll try then for January 4th at 6 p.m. in this room, and September 5th at 6 p.m. in this room. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, the Environmental Leadership Award. We have not received any submissions yet. Brandon, have you seen anything on the SAB email?
I have not.
Okay.
I think last time I had asked about if there was a list of previous recipients, because I believe it was noted that an individual or an entity could not win more than once. Is there a record somewhere of who has won in the past?
Yeah, I have a file that has all the previous winners. They're not online anywhere. I think that's what the conversation was highlighting, getting them online to highlight that occurred, which is also a good idea. But are you requesting a list of previous recipients?
Yeah, I had every intention of submitting a nomination, and just hadn't gotten to it, so I don't know if it's too late to do that. But wouldn't want to do it if one of these people had already won.
Okay.
So if we could get a list, I mean, I also agree that it would be a good practice to get the previous award winners up on the city website somewhere, even if it's just a list by the year, and then maybe a bit about the award so that folks, if we could, it might be a good thing to promote via social media at some point soon.
Yeah, there very easily could be somewhere on the sustainability page, just click on it, Environmental Leadership Award, you click on it, and then maybe it has its own page for just all the recipients and kind of a brief summary of why they won.
That would be cool.
We could probably get that accomplished before the next meeting. I would think that's a relatively easy task.
And for a reminder for everyone, do we know what the last date for submission is? December?
I'd have to look at the guidelines. I can't
Okay.
recall off the top of my head. Typically, it's just, we have to have some time before state of the city.
Okay, so since we don't have any, just encourage everyone to try and get,
Because we'd maybe
Something
like
submitted.
want them in by next month, discuss them in January,
Right.
decision in February, announced
Exactly.
in March.
Yep.
Kind of
okay,
thing.
so there's still some time available for that?
It'd be good to have at least a nominee by next meeting, yep.
Okay.
Just to stay on task.
Definitely.
And then moving on to the monthly sustainability Facebook topics, do we have an update from our social media teams?
Were you
No,
able
I
to chat
dropped
with
the
anyone?
ball on rescheduling a meeting with the university faculty. Somebody couldn't make it, and I had to reschedule, and I wasn't able to do so because of my own time commitments, so.
Okay.
If somebody else wants to take it over, they can, otherwise I'll try to set something up tomorrow, or at least get the communication out tomorrow to the professors.
Okay.
I mean, I can definitely help if you want to maybe add me to that
Okay,
email. And then maybe between the two of us, we can divide and conquer.
sounds good.
Perfect.
And if it's just two of you, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have to
No
notice
more.
it or anything, yep.
Do we have any other discussion on the Facebook?
I don't know if you saw it today, but I did receive our 2023 High Flyer Award for Bird City USA, so I did
see that.
put that on there,
Great.
which is something that I think initially maybe was enacted by this board a while ago, but now I just work with a resident that is like the Oshkosh Bird City person. And we go through the application every year and comes out of the planning budget to pay I think council actually approves a certain day, National Migratory Day every year and stuff too, so.
Very nice.
We're just
Great.
meeting all the requirements to continue that high flyer recognition.
Thanks for posting that.
Is there information for that on the city website, just like about it, like what it means to be a bird city, why we have it?
I don't think that there
No?
is. No.
We don't advertise it at all?
Okay.
Opportunity.
Could we do that?
Uh,
Could that be something we could?
Yeah, I don't know what to advertise of it though. I mean, I know like being a high flyer recipient, we're meeting certain standards to earn that recognition based on the application and all the answers that we fill out and the way that they're filled out. But I would be leaning on somebody to help me with what type of
I think the
activity you'd want to see from that.
I think the web content could just simply be, somewhere maybe on the sustainability website, like City of Oshkosh is a bird city, and has been designated, has won this award since whatever year it was, it's since its first inception.
I think a victory lap's in order,
Yeah, I mean, I think if
from that perspective.
similar to the Environmental Leadership Award, I mean, I think if there are good things happening, we should be talking about them and telling
Right.
people about them, just to help raise awareness.
Yep. Yeah, we can always do a better job at doing that, right? In a lot of aspects, so.
And I think it might also help to start build a little bit of a catalog of content for this kind of social media strategy. If this lives on the site somewhere, when the city wins the award that year, we can say, oh, we were recognized again this year. For more information, please see, the website. I think also kind of laying out very quickly the criteria, like what does it mean to be a bird city? Sadly, I don't even know.
I mean, it is the application. I schedule like 4 hours with this individual, and we sit in my office and go through it, and she takes it upon herself to answer lots of questions on her own, answer what I can from the city's perspective. So it's a pretty lengthy application.
Yeah.
That has to be done every year.
Yeah.
And I think that I think Oshkosh hosted the Bird City Wisconsin event in 2023. I could be wrong, but again, it's not something
Sounding
that like,
familiar.
it's my understanding that like the cities have to, I think we did, but the cities have to be the applicants, to get
Yeah.
that award.
Yeah.
However,
Must be municipality.
it's more of a volunteer group within the city that is active in that event, or they watch birds and they well, even I got data from you, even I think from the university, some nesting boxes, or
Right.
there was something. So it's kind of a community collaborative, but I really don't know much about it, to be honest.
There is something, so if you go to Sustainable Oshkosh into our archives, there's actually some stuff about being, back from 2012 and 2013.
Archives.
And Billboard
Wow.
Fest,
There's, right, like,
2013.
it's old.
So every year they do this. See, Saturday, May 6, 2023.
Yeah, it's usually the opening weekend of the Menominee Park Zoo for the season.
That one was at Rainbow Park this year.
Well, this is back in
remember that.
2013,
Oh, okay.
but typically it aligns with the opening of the Menominee Park Zoo.
It's like that flyer gets put together by that Janet Wissink
Yep.
from the Wisconsin Audubon.
Okay.
And there's an older one too from 2012 that is quite lengthy, but, well, not lengthy, it's very wordy. But it says Bird Cities total in Wisconsin reaches 50. 11 new communities recognized and all 15 inaugural sites renewed. So there's some stuff, but nothing that anyone who wasn't definitely digging
Yeah.
around would find.
Yeah, this looks like the kind of
It's a good thing we should be,
Advertise.
kind of advertising that we're this. I agree, yes.
Just a thought.
Okay, moving on to the discussion/hopeful action on the Wisconsin Local Government Climate Coalition Resolution. And it is up on our screen right now. Brandon, do you have an update of where we are from last time?
So
I filled it
ultimately,
in.
Vic edited it.
Okay.
I kind of passed it around internally. There wasn't any issues with it. We removed, or, collectively at the last meeting, right, we decided that there was a lot of heavy stuff in there that we didn't really feel comfortable pushing forward to council. So we removed a bunch of that. Now, pretty much it just says that,
It's very vanilla.
we've already kind of established these things. They align well with what the state is planning. Therefore, we are recommending council, join this coalition because everything kind of aligns perfectly
Okay.
with what we're already doing and what the state has planned and what this coalition is about. Is that fair?
Yeah, and I specifically just wanted to call it the Sustainability Advisory Board somewhere in it, so that's where the first bolded or third total whereas comes from. I wanted us called out here.
Great.
And then it also
Plan.
mentions the strategic plan. And then that's where
Be 100%.
then the very last, be it further resolved. I also did a little bit with.
Scroll down a little bit further.
When you get to it, yeah. And this is all stuff that we agreed needed to stay. But everything in bold, so then that last one I liked.
So it's kind of like, because council has accepted these things in the beginning,
Yep, because we exist as a Sustainability Advisory Board. Right.
we're, committed to advancing climate change solutions that benefit its residents and all residents in the state. So I think it's a easy thing to recommend approval to council
Yes.
to, and hopefully they accept it.
And again, we wanted to make progress, not perfection. So the goal here was to get something passed and we can always make edits or changes in the future.
Do you have
Just
any-
to bring us back to the conversation last month.
Do you have any questions from a council standpoint? Okay.
Okay, is there any other discussion on this topic?
Did everyone get a chance to read it? Any edits, suggestions, anything anyone wanted
Fine with
to?
me.
Okay.
At first, it struck me as really generic, but I'm
It's
like,
vanilla.
It
Mhm.
seems intentional.
It is.
Yeah.
It's kind of vanilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was
That
all
was
these,
okay in this instance.
there was all these
Wanted it passed
benchmarks
more
in
than
there that
anything.
were,
Right.
you know, we had to set a carbon reduction goal, and we didn't really
Yeah.
feel like that the city of Oshkosh was probably in a place to do that at this point.
Or that this would be the place to push it. Like, I'd rather
Right.
have that and then add it to this.
This already seems cross-sectional enough. Is-
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And it's good, like, so this is another thing that we can kind of stamp on our backs
Mm-hmm.
that we're now part of this coalition.
Correct.
If,
I like it the way it is.
Yeah, assuming
Yep.
council approves it.
No edits.
Okay, so the next step would be a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved?
Second,
Okay. Do I need to call?
I think we'll do a roll call vote
Okay.
on that. So we'll do Lisa Marone,
Aye.
Ken Osmond,
aye.
Megan LaFond,
Aye.
Vic Oliver,
Aye.
Brad Spanbauer,
Aye.
Lakeisha Hayes.
Aye. Okay, so for future meetings, we have winter farmers market discussion, future presentations, and then the 2024 SAB goals that we usually go over around this next time.
Do we have dates for Winter's Farmers Market? I mean, it's already November. I'm a little nervous about pushing that again.
Let's see here.
I'm sure we can find it.
Starts next week.
My wife just sent it to me.
Nice.
Margie and I did have a discussion with the SCN crew, and Nina has themes for their farmers market. So one time it'll be rain barrels, the next time it'll be bees, the next time it's something else. So if we want to think about doing that, also Nina was willing to volunteer some of their educational materials that we could use and give it back to them.
I love that a lot.
Should do that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So it's,
She only sent me the arena ones with the special days, such as
that's,
holiday market, Kids Day.
I think that's it.
Really?
Yeah, it's only select Saturdays now, right? It's not every.
November 11th, November 25th, December 9th, December 30th.
So their website has convention center dates as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there's pretty much every weekend, I think.
Hmm.
January 6th, January 27th, November 18th, March 30th, April 6th.
oh, I see that now. Arena
there's
dates and
27
convention
at the
center
arena.
dates. Got it. Interesting.
Again, that's up to, if you guys decide, it's just on the agenda because it's
Something we should
something
keep.
we talked about in the
Yeah.
past, and I think Megan, you had interest in potentially doing it at
Yeah, I
least
could
once.
be there.
Um,
Just, yeah, just
more than
noting that
once.
our next meeting is what, December 4th? I mean, a good chunk of these will be done by then. Is our plan to do more of a later one? I mean, I'm not picky. I just want to make sure we don't lose sight of the time frame of the year. Like, do we pick one of the, maybe the regular markets where there isn't a holiday market occurring?
Like January 6th would be a Saturday after a January 4th SAB meeting.
That could be good.
It could be kind of,
Something to earmark.
What day was that, January 6th?
January
it would be a
6th.
Saturday.
Another thing to note is on the arena dates, I'm already there.
You can't be in two
See?
places at once.
Yeah.
Two different
my wife-
booths at once.
Yeah,
My
nice.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of one that would make sense for us to be at. Holiday market, after Christmas
November
market.
25th is the holiday market and bazaar and small business Saturday.
Don't love that.
Holiday market and bazaar, December 9th.
What about Kids Day?
Has anybody been to one of these before? Where like, do you know which one is more well attended?
Oh, always the craft and bazaar days.
Yeah, I would probably say
get
the
the-
March 9th joint craft fair.
Because it would be advantageous for this group to be there on the days that are more busy.
Busy, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking too.
This day is huge.
So Kids Day.
Then you have
I think Kids Day
the
smart.
sheriff's
Yeah.
department's there.
That's
Come up and
strategic.
be interested, yeah.
You know,
So if you want to do Kids Day, that's February 17th. That gives you a pretty
of
decent amount
time.
of time to kind of plan for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We at
You
least
don't-
just
I mean, you don't have to do more than one. If you just want to do one, that's.
no, but if maybe we just earmark maybe the January 6th and the February 17th. And if we can just all maybe think forward to what we are doing on those days to potentially be available, I think would just help set us up for success before our schedules all get full.
And of course, it's always weather dependent.
Always.
If it's
Say indoor
30 below 0.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, but you're not
dependent.
driving if it's snowing.
Sorry, I forget I like walk in Oshkosh because I just right.
So I think
Forget
in
it.
between now and the next meeting, for those of you that are here, we'll keep it on the agenda for December.
Yeah.
But try to think of, you know, if
What do we want to do?
you know, if that Sustainable Communities Network has some ideas, and one of those is of interest of you guys, you know, rain barrels or something that you think you're knowledgeable on,
Yeah, would be
to
impactful.
provide some, you know, if people come to the booth, you want to be able to talk about it, right? So.
Exactly.
It might also be good to make sure we have updated materials of our own. So like I know the native plant brochure and other things. I mean, maybe even just general information about keeping chickens and ducks and other kinds of city policy things
I think
ready
there'll be
to.
no issues getting those printed. We can print those in-house the day of.
Okay.
Or the day before or whatever if needed, yep.
Even the March date might be nice for normal May.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
else I was going to say was it might also be good to think about
What are we doing?
the
Yeah.
time of year. So like, you know, if we're looking at a January 6th and a February 17th,
What is our topic?
think about things that are topical at that time. I mean, it could be salt use.
Salt,
It could
yeah.
be, you know, I mean, I think there could be a couple of things that would be easy for us to talk about that we've worked on recently.
I think it would be really neat if you did a rain barrel demonstration, like how you do when you did those workshops, Vic.
Oh, God.
Could
Okay.
you could set it up so, you know, at this time at the Winters Farms, you're gonna build a rain barrel.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going.
what they did in Nina. I mean, they didn't.
Yeah.
Only one person would build it, and then Nina
Yeah,
would
the
give the
drill
materials,
becomes-
and
yeah.
you would go do it at home. But
That'd be cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
We can look into that.
Good activity for a farmer's market, especially on the kids' day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna need a bunch of barrels, though.
All right, so something to think about. I got 3 dates
Yep.
marked down, so we'll keep it on the agenda.
Sounds good.
Wait, what dates I wrote down the 6th and the January 6th and February 17th. What else did we write
He
down?
added March 9th,
March 9th.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, especially at a craft fair, build a rain barrel.
right?
oh yeah.
All right. See where you're going.
Future presentation. Does anyone have ideas or topics? Email them to Brandon. It's always nice when we have a workshop at some
And
point
speakers.
within, yeah,
When will we have students?
Next month.
December.
Okay.
December 4th.
And are we, so Thursday, January 4th will be our January meeting.
Or we'll most likely discuss the student presentations and then how we want those to impact our goals for the year.
And that's what I was going to ask was, so are we planning to do the goal workshop after the meeting as per usual?
So yeah, I would do a workshop. Yep.
Okay.
On the 4th, January 4th?
That's up to you guys. You could do it next. I mean, so the presentations are probably going to be. I think
usually
4 different
lengthy.
groups, 15 minutes apiece, some
not
conversation. That
bad.
might be a long meeting.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or we could just plan on a short meeting for January and then a workshop afterwards. Still keep it with hour and a half at the most.
That seems like a good
Let's
I
idea.
think
Yeah,
that
fine
would
with
be
that.
ideal. Yeah, a short January meeting with a workshop after.
Plan, see where we came from and where we're going.
Yes.
Yes.
Our resolutions.
Snacks encouraged.
Next up.
Hopefully some end of the year progress before we get to January.
Awesome. Well, our next meeting is Monday, December 4th. We will be listening to the student presentations. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.